You gotta wait till I hit record before you do misspellings like that. Where's the video? It's right there. Hello. I was about to press play on Spotify, but nope, it was max volume again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right there. Burning spoke. Hello. We're back. I am in a little salty mood because for some reason my AC just doesn't work all the time. I hate it. It is now 76 degrees, which isn't even that bad, but like I prefer to have it at 72. It's just a small difference, but like it means a lot to me. I don't know. Whenever I wash my clothes, my AC has trouble working for like the next couple of days, so I'm probably gonna have to make like a maintenance request for that. But like 76 degrees is just hot enough for me to notice it. Anyways, what's going on? Hunts. For some reason, when I see that clip of the hunts on the Tesla tower thingy, I fully expected to burst into flames at the last frame. No, that's for that one video I made. That's what happens there. All right. Anyways, welcome back. Let me turn off the Americium because it's gonna shut off my entire base. There's a couple of things that I want to start off with. I did craft a little bit of bacteria, and I'm going to use it to try to get more petri dishes for the this recipe here. Yeah, because we need this petri dish. So let's go ahead and put it there. You're 100% repaired. And this guy has plenty of Wevels, sterilized petri dishes, and I'll let you sit there for a while. Anyways, plan for today. So Precarious on the last episode, actually, I can't type right now, actually told me about the PCB factory and how amazing it is. My AC is a portable unit and it cannot go in my room because the window can't be open to exhaust the heat. So the best I can do is hope that my parents turned it on in their room and that enough cool. Isn't that what you call a mini split? I think. I don't know. My apartment has central AC. And like I don't know what to do about it because it's like at least once a month where it just stops working. Like it's pumping air, it's on, but it refuses to go cool to the setting that I choose, which is 72. And like it's not even that bad because there's some psychos that put it like 68. I prefer 72 degrees. This is Fahrenheit, by the way. I know someone's gonna say, "Oh, Celsius bad," or America bad because Fahrenheit. It's just a different unit of measurement. Relax. But if for some reason, at least once a month, it just doesn't work. And what's even more annoying is that, yes, I'll make a maintenance request for it. And then I'm pretty sure they just put a Band-Aid. This is going to be like the third or fourth time that I ask, hey, this man isn't going as cool as I want it. But I have to deal with it. Anyways, last episode, Precarious, a community member, did tell me about the wonders of the PCB factory and the fact that I should have been using this a long time ago. I can first start making it in the UV tier way out here. And this guy makes the PCB boards super cheap, which doesn't sound like very useful, but if you look at the BioWare stuff, uses the ultra whatever this is, right? This is the recipe I've been using in a chemical reactor. And notice how the biocircuit boards, they need circuits. Each group of 32 needs circuits, and I'm having to craft these by tons. But the PCB doesn't use circuits. You know how much resources this is going to save me if I get this working? And how much resources it could have saved me? I've been missing out on this. So now I have to upgrade. I need to get this. Like, I'm going to stop what I'm doing and work on this guy because this is extremely important. Yeah, but no one told me about it. You know what? And they should really make this quest a required quest because as soon as I unlock this one, the board that keeps life, it goes down to here, right? Until you get the UHV circuits. And then this one unlocks the next tier, the UHV. And then I just don't, I mean, it's also partially my fault for not even looking at the PCB factory because there is a quest here. It explains everything about it. But make this a required quest, please. It would have helped so much. Anyway, so I need to build this, but there's some math behind this, I think. Oh, what the heck? Why does it look different each time? So this thing is weird because it needs a different way of like setting things up. Like there's different tiers to it. I don't really understand how it works. Maybe the quest actually tells me what it's about. Oh, right click skill issue. But this has to be the first focus because the amount of circuits I've been consuming is kind of ridiculous, and this is gonna really alleviate that. You goofball. Relax, basically. You haven't even been to this point of the pack. Sorry, it's a little mean. I'm sorry. Take it back. Uh-huh. Using the GUI, the player can go to the configuration menu. There they can change the trace size or add new parts to the multi-block. One can also change. What is any of this about? Like, what is this telling me? I'm confused. I built it like last night, but meme format of kid you bullied in high school versus where he is right now. Yeah. Tier of the machine determines the available recipes. So am I imagining that this is the tier and then tier 2 is this and then tier 3 is this one? So for like to make these guys, I don't know what it means for the upgrade required. We'll figure that out. But the factory tier can do this recipe. And then we're going to have to do tier 1 because we don't have nanites yet. This is going to require the nano forge, which is not in the scope of today's episode. I don't think so. Gregging so. That reminds me of the I mean, I'm trying to get rid of level maintaining, but like part of it is unfortunately going to get rid of things like I'm flocculating paper, which tells the tier 2 water to start, or tier 3 water, this guy. But I have a piece of paper here that actually consumes I'm flocculating to tell my system that it's actively flocculating right now. It's so funny to me. Okay, I got to figure this out. So it looks like tier 1. Hi, Allie. We are not going to do Kevlar because miss me with that. Unless I know we can do Kevlar with the there's a Kevlar something, Kevlar comb. There's a Kevlar B that I might want to get, which requires Epic Elemental Composer as a. The heck are you? Okay, yeah. We're not going to do Kevlar recipes right now. I just need to get it set up first. So this thing is going to be tier 1 because tier 2 is going to require nanites. PCB factory tier 2. We can't do that yet because we don't have the nano forge, and that's a little bit. I'm not going to worry about that right now. So tier 1 first, and then Now it tells me here upgrade required. Don't know what that means. Power consumption is multiplied by whatever. Each tier and upgrade requires additional structures. Every doubling of nanites adds one parallel. We can give it nanites to do it faster. Recipes require a cooling upgrade to be overclocked. Liquid cooling uses 10 liters per second of distilled water. Thermosync uses... Trace size can be changed to modify the material usage and machine speed. Oh, okay. So what happens if I put it down? Oh, hell no. Oh, no. I'm scared. Oh, we need nanites. Enables nanites. Upgrade required bio. So this is a fake recipe. We need the nanites to do that. Oh, that's going to take a while then. Sounds like I'm going to need this. It requires insane amounts of power to create nanites. Each tier of the multi gains a new building next to it. Does it explain? As I get new technologies, I have seen the need to make a chamber where the circuit board can contain neurons for the wetware boards or the upcoming. Okay, so it needs to be tier 2, in other words. All right, so we're going to have to make this... oh, I got a quest. We're going to have to make this nanoforge. Wait. Can I just get nanites? Oh, I can just get nanites. Wait. Okay. Hang on. So you're telling me... Hang on. I'm bumbling. The spaghetti is spilling out of my pockets. I've already like explained it before. I'm very slow learning on the spot. Required for. So what kind of nanites do I need for this one? Silver nanites. Oh no, I need radox. Oh, this is a whole rabbit hole I'm getting into. Cracked radox. The heck? Super light radox. Oh no. I gotta get to xenoxine. I'm gonna go to single player. I'm gonna figure this out. See what I can, how much I can cheese to get this set up. All right, let's figure this out. That also clears my... Oh, of course you do. Okay. The night vision on. Thank you. So, what was I looking for? PCB factory. Let's say I'm just going to build you right here. Tier 1. Are you sure I can't use it? Because the recipe here does show that I can use it. Even just this is going to save me a lot of resources. We'll give it a try. Okay, so I'll give it like a. Let's try UHV energy hatch. And then a debug generator. This is UHV is 2097152. 2097152. I messed that up, right? Yeah, it's not 152. Nope. All right. 2 amps. Okay. Maintenance hatch. I'm guessing I could just give you anywhere. Oh no. I'm very confused about this. So depending on what kind of upgrades you have, bio upgrade offsets. What does this even mean? Allows for overclocking requires. This is really interesting. No, I don't know what is going on, but I really do like it when there's like new features added to this stuff. Maintenance hatch 1, energy hatch 1 to 2, or 1 tech energy hatch. Input bus that does not need any cooling hatch. Okay. I wonder if it shows me. Oh, okay. So if I tell this I want the bio chamber, and then try to do this, okay. It tries to make it like that. Uh-huh. What the heck is going on here? Where can I even put the maintenance hatch? No, I guess you must be on the back. Okay. Check the configure. Okay. This one is required for BioWare and wetware boards. And let me check the quest also if that confirms it. Nanoforge tier 1. The circuit board can contain neurons for the wetware boards or the upcoming bio boards. Okay. I'm just going to assume it builds like this. It rotates the bow chamber by 90 degrees. What does that look like? Oh. Don't do that. Allows for overclocking. I'm not. Well, I might as well, right? Enables perfect overclocking by allowing nanites to work with extreme speed and efficiency. Let's try it with liquid cooling. It's back there. Does anything actually connect to each other? It just works. Hey, Phoenix. Yeah, it's Monday stream, but only because I still have work off tomorrow. But this is I'm going to be returning to the normal schedule starting tomorrow at least. As in next stream after this one will be on Friday, Saturday nights. Because unfortunately I have to work. Ew. But we're trying to figure out this PCB factory. I don't know anything about it. It doesn't like to build for some reason. Oh. Let me check here. So I'm going to stick with tier 1 because I think anything with the tier 2 needs nanites and we can't and I don't want to do that right now. But it looks like upgrade required bio. I can still use tier 1 and bio upgrade, which is this chamber right here. It probably doesn't. The thing doesn't want to build. I'm going to give it a bunch of inputs. Let's give you an input hatch. And then I guess a stocking. You know what? We're going to get a stocking fluid and stocking item. And I guess I'll give everything back here. It did build. Yeah, those built. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to need like an item output for this. Where is it? Right here. Can I put it here? I don't think I can put it there. It's not doing anything. What about here? It might just be only for anything on the back. No? What if it's on just the second row? That worked. All right, sure. You're still incomplete. Okay. Input bus, output bus, input hatch. Coolant hatch is another input hatch. Oh, it needs another one. Set one center of the liquid cooling / thermosink. So you're gonna get another one of these, and I'm assuming it's up here. Please build. Okay, it doesn't like it up there. You are an input hatch. You have a maintenance hatch. You have an energy hatch. You have an input bus, output bus, input hatch. You also have another coolant hatch. Press Z to see the next page. Oh, it's being blocked by that. Oops. No, get me out of here. No, I'm not trying to open this thing. I want to go to the next page of the PCB factory, please. I'm disabling that. Oh, no. Alright, fine. Commands, tools, key bindings. World. Inventory. Bye. Oh, how do I turn it off? Sorry, I don't really like this this feature because I don't get it. I don't know, Shift X maybe. None. Yes, thank you. I don't really like that feature. The items popping up, it confuses me sometimes. Let me look at the next tab, please. Maybe it's just because there's not enough items. So if I look at something like the Eye of Harmony, which just has a lot of stuff in there. Yeah, that's what it is. Doesn't let me. I mean, either way, what if you just don't like stocking input hatch and you just want a normal input hatch instead? What if this has to be empty? You're not very clear about where you want this stuff to go. No? No. Would have built by then. Are you sure you're not here? I would imagine you're like right here. I don't know why it's not building though. I'm going to turn off liquid cooling because you're being weird. And that means all of this is going to be ignored. I just want to make sure it actually builds. It doesn't build yet, so it's still missing something else. I wouldn't think that there's anything that it needs over here. Coolant hatch. Center of the liquid cooling thermosink. That's where it was, but it didn't want to work. Biochamber upgrade. You have enough of that. And you deleted everything. All right, fine. So stocking input. You need, I'm going to give you a stocking input hatch. You need to be auto maintenance and an output bus. Now what else do I need for this recipe here? That's pretty much it. Stocking input and then all of this stuff. Then a spot for the circuits, which should be just that. And you already, oh, you know what it is. I think it's because when I rebuild it, yeah, it takes away the energy hatch. Oops. I think that's what it was. How do I do this? 2097. 2097152. 2 amps. How about now? There it is. Okay. So what if I add the liquid cooling? Because at minimum, I do want to do that. Will you build now? Now you tell me. Coolant hatch, center of the liquid cooling / thermosink. That's you, and you're not building. All right, we're gonna have to figure this out. What if now it's right here? Oops. Let's put it right here. No? Does it have to be on the bottom? It does say center. So that'd be right here, right? Oh, that's where it was. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's connect everything to AE2. Just get a wireless connector over here. I can probably get away with just a single one. Sure, I'll just connect you over here. Let's do this right here. Okay. Then give everything a connection. Right there. Right there. Okay. So what is this going to need? I need to actually give the fluids here. Let's take these out. So this recipe here for the... I just want to make sure I can craft this without using nanites. It's going to help me out a lot. You're going to need sulfuric acid. Iron 3 chloride. and sterilized biocatalyst medium cell. All right. And then you are going to need neutronium foil, that, and polybenzimidazole. Okay. So if I give the this guy all the fluids you need, and then I give you the 3 items, and then circuit 1, are you able to craft? You don't have water, distilled water. Oops. I do have distilled water here, already filtered. I did that last time. Okay. I guess that's how it works. And we are crafting those. Okay, so I don't actually need the nanites. That's good. So the configuration is misleading, because it tells me enables nanites to construct organic circuitry. But I'm not using nanites. And I can even, like, move this. Yeah, I think I can connect everything together. That's pretty interesting. So I'm probably gonna have to, like, move it around. I really like everything. Okay, now that I understand it, I think I'm liking it a little bit. What does this thermosync look like? I think it's the same thing, right? Yeah. How much how expensive is supercoolant? IC2 coolant and Callisto and Ledox, which is, we can get this. So this may be something I should do instead, but we'll stick with distilled water because it's easier. But it looks like I can just build it like this and it'll still work. Okay, so I don't actually need the nanites to run the first recipe, and that's what I'm going to do. I think it would just be way cheaper to, even just the tier 1 is going to save a lot of resources. And then once I build up the bacterial vats, then I think I'll move on to the nanoforge. Get this guy going. Okay, cool. I'm learning. We're learning stuff. So now where's this gonna go? Good question. I don't have an answer to that. Oops. This goes here. Yeah. I have no idea where you're gonna go. I think right here, actually. Yeah, right here. Let's try here. One more. Like that. But I want this to be give liquid cooling and the biochamber. Before I build it, I have to adjust it. Pretty sure I can just move the X offset and C offset. I'm guessing it's from this, so if I make this 5, it does move it to this side. I wonder how far I can move this. Maybe 2 more blocks. 1 more. That's it, right? Actually, I don't know. No, it looks like that's the max. No, that looks like I can go a little more. 12, 13. I think that's the one I want it to be at. What about if I try one more? 14. Oh, that didn't save. Let me see here. So that is just like that, and this guy is... No, you're going right into the block. I can't really do this. 15. There it is. So we want this to be there, and then the liquid cooler. I don't even know where this guy's going. Where are you going? Where's the thing for this? Hang on. I would like to get for it to go like somewhere on the side. Oops. Oh, there it is. Okay. So let's move it. I guess right here. So I want it to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 this way, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, dang. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. Remember that. So add 6 to this. So this is 7, 8. Add 5 to this. Minus 6. And it doesn't show up. Why not? Why don't you show up? Come on, please. Why don't you want to show up? 6. I guess it's bugged. I can fix it by turning it off and then on again. And it does show up. Okay, sure. This is how I want to build it now. Yeah, let's do it like this. Yeah, sure. Let's try this. Well, it's going to break my rules. It's absolutely going to break my rules, and I never like it when things break the rules, because I want this to be the longest multi-block. What if I just put it over here? Let's do that. Make a whole row of it. It's going to be the last multi-block that goes here. So we want this to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 that way. Add 12. So that's going to be 6, right? Oh, I that's the wrong one. I modified. It's supposed to be X. 12 of this will be 20. This is, uh-oh. That's the most it'll go. And you stopped building. Of course you did. I think I'm going to put it back here. And this will be like the site of the new area, I think. And just have it by default. because it's breaking my rules of building, which is I've already established that the autoclave is the most long. It's the widest multi-block in this area, and I can't have this guy here because it's a little too wide, and I can't quite push it up either because then it's going to be intruding the space, and this is as much as it'll go. So let's just go ahead and add it over here. Now I'll just put it over here then. We'll do this. And you're going to get the biochamber and liquid cooling. And I forgot to save the settings here, but I think it was like 15. It was 15, yeah. And this guy does not need to be that far out, so just bring it up by 1, 2, 3. 3 more blocks. I can have access to all the cables there. Yeah, 3 up, right? Z offset is add 3 minus 8. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Let's do this then. So what am I going to need to actually build the thing is kind of expensive, actually. I mean, I shouldn't say expensive. It's just going to be a lot of different random random stuff here. So for sure, we need all of this stuff. Go ahead and make recipes for all of this stuff. We already have framework casings. We don't have plascrete. I think I can craft it. And no, I can't. This is cheap enough, so just make it 64 at a time. Polyethylene pulp. Pretty sure we have polyethylene bars. Just do that then in the macerator. All right, just make one of you. All right, that's done. And then Damascus steel frame box. I need 40 of you. Reinforced glass should have enough. Vibrant alloy frame box. Need a recipe for this guy. Right there. So I need 9 of you. Don't know how to make vibrant alloy rods. How dare you? Extruder. Right there. 9. There we go. Great machine casings. I don't know what's so great about these. Bad joke, I know. Okay, but that's the main building. So, but then we have to add all the other add-ons to it. So the biochamber upgrade needs 68 clean stainless steel machine casings. We have a ton of those already. Damascus steel frame box. You need 40 more of those. And you also need more reinforced glass. I'm just going to make like 1,000 of it because it's not that expensive. And then the actual liquid cooling tower, tier 1, is 40 more Damascus steel frame boxes. He needs a lot of Damascus steel. Radiant Nakoda alloy casing. That does not sound like something I have. Actually, it doesn't seem that bad. How much did you need? 68. Missed opportunity. Extreme engine intake casing. How much? 12. And then 20 tungsten steel pipe casings. And then 21 reinforced I can't say that. 21 reinforced photolithography framework casing. Try saying that 5 times fast. Reinforced photolithography. Is there a need for you to be this expensive? Oh no. Infinity? Oh, you're expensive. Alright, fine. Alright, I needed how much of these? 21. Alright, I got to make everything here because I don't have any of that. I should be able to make everything though. Okay, and then infinity rod is extruder. I don't even know if that extruder has UV capability. Let me double check. Yes, you do. Yeah, you do. Might as well add another pattern expansion to this, though. Okay. And then that should be good. We already have a recipe for infinity, but enriched holmium plate. You don't know how to do this. This is a enriched holmium. How do I make holmium? Holmium and enriched naquidot dust. Holmium does not sound familiar. Oh, okay, no, we can do this. Yeah, I'm just gonna double it. Make a big amount. 8 plus 2 is 10 stacks. That should be good. And this is gonna be circuit 4, which I think we have. Circuit 4 sounds familiar. Yes. Right there. Alright, so make 21 of these guys. Not quite. So we need this to be plate. Can I not throw dusts in there? Do you have to cook? Yes. Okay. Actually, I could just turn this into an ingot and then bend it. Yeah. Holmium. Go like this. Yeah, sure, just make a stack at a time. What circuit do you need though? Circuit 1. Blast furnace. Circuit 1 goes right there. How about now? 21. You still need holmium dust. This is going to be a little tricky to get, though. Fluorinated samaric concentrate dust. I think we have... Oh, we don't have any. Could have sworn we had some. I thought we did. Is this the only way to get it? Can I mine it somewhere? Not until we get space mining. Nope. So I'm going to have to make this recipe here. Let's do this then. This stuff is... I don't really know what to do with this, so I'm going to ignore it. This is anti-blast melter, right? I guess I'll just put it here. Sure. All right. Then keep trying to craft it until I'm able to craft it. Fluorinated samaric concentrate dust. We're going to get there, I promise. I think this recipe, because we have a ton of this. So if I want to do this recipe, it's best to use this one, which gives me a little more. And I'm going to go ahead and just throw it in the chemical reactor. Is there a circuit to this, actually? No circuit. Put it right there. How about now? 21. Do it. Finally. Okay, so this guy is going to need... I didn't really check how much power it was consuming either. It looks like UHV amp is just fine. So I'm going to assume that it is fine. Yeah, I'll just assume. You're going to... I already have a maintenance hatch. I intended to give it for this, or use it for this multi-block, so we'll stick with that. Go ahead and give this a quadruple input hatch because we're going to be crafting this. We're not going to try to stock it. But we do want stocking input for the distilled water. And then an output bus to push the items back into storage. Liquid cooling enables to fault overclocks. Thermosync uses that much. Is there a difference between thermosync? I mean, I would love to see it, but it doesn't let me because I can't look at the next page. Maybe there's a control here that I took off. Oh, you know what? It's here, right? Key bindings, inventory. It's not this one. I'm trying to find the way to change to the next tooltip. Z is not working. Is there an X? Let's try X. What if I do Shift plus C? Key bindings, inventory. Next tooltip. Shift C. Ah, yeah, you can't stop me. I'm too smart for you. Okay, maybe because it doesn't recognize. I have to press Z here, or Shift here. I don't know. I just wanted to see what the tier 2 thermosync needs, and hell no, that's expensive. Infinity cooled casing. Ew. Oh no, that confirms that we're not using tier 2. We're not even anywhere close. I don't even have UMV power. I mean, I think we generate about a UMV amp. But all this stuff, ugh. Hypogen is atrocious to get, isn't it? Don't you get hypogen from sifting, or not sifting, from the DTPF? How the heck do I even get it? Yeah, this. Yeah. No, it ain't happening. Okay. Never mind. Sorry. Sorry. Did you break? You probably broke. Yeah, you're powered and you're not going. Oh, there's just too many items.
Break out your drink.
Break out your drink. 1 second. Let me debug you. Oh, yeah. This thing accepted too much fluorinated samaric concentrate dust by accident. This stuff was also supposed to have calcium. But my drink right now is, I moved the camera again. So the one thing I wanted to bring up was I actually finally ordered a USB extension cable, like a really long one, so that the idea is to put the camera, it's water, but it's just plain water. I don't have anything else right now. But I'm finally gonna have a camera that overlooks the marimba. So yes, you can actually see me play it now. Unfortunately, this means the rubber band ball is no longer going to be next to me. It's going to be in my living room now. I wonder why it's refusing to push. Maybe because it just needs to. Let me check out my my recipe here. Yeah, it doesn't have enough. I don't know what happened here. I mean, I will, not it, but it's going to be there on the side with me. Don't you love it when the blast furnace works so fast? It just instant ticks. And then it breaks. Did I not have enough calcium or what? Something happened with the recipe, and I don't know what. I don't know what happened. Probably have to reduce the amount of stuff it crafts. Wait. I'm turning it all into calcium ingots. Get it out of there. That's what's happening. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. I have 1,728 calcium ingots now. That's a thing? The heck? I don't even know. Let's move this somewhere else. A blast furnace that doesn't have a circuit that conflicts with something. Right there. How about there? Let's try this. Yes, that worked. I got distracted there, but yeah, I'm gonna be having the camera there at all times. So also whenever I have to add rubber band ball, like rubber bands to the ball, I will be standing up there also. It's also going to encourage me to stand up more during the episodes. It's always good, right? But I've been wanting to do that for a while because those couple of videos that I recorded myself, really it was only one video. That one video I recorded myself playing it with the shaker, that was recorded on my phone. And I don't, I kind of use my phone. So I didn't want to have Like I wanted a solution where it's going to be a permanent camera there, so I don't have to keep moving it. And that's what the extended USB cable is going to be for. This camera right here is going to be it's going to be this one. I don't know the quality of it because honestly, it's just been staring at one spot for months. So we'll see how the quality is. Rubber band ball is definitely a forced posture check. So I can probably remove that also, that point redeem. Because I'm going to have to be standing up. And it also means that I'm going to be playing more marimba because how am I not going to play it when I walk up there? I'm going to want to play. Okay, I think everything should be pretty much crafted except for these casings. We're still waiting on these. Want to play it now. Maybe after I take a break. It's almost time for a break. Actually, it might be a good attempt. Yeah, let's
The
do it.
answer is yes.
Because each one of these is taking 15 seconds to craft. 13 times 15 is 109, 200 seconds, 3 minutes. All right, fine, you've convinced me. This also is going to help me out with a little something here. Hey, Precarious. We're getting to the point. I'm working on the PCB factory, and I'm waiting on these photolithographic framework casing. So whenever I have to wait for stuff, I think I'm more encouraged to actually play music. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. 1 second. Also, I also set it up so that it works off of my Wavelink software. So it's attached to the same. I don't really know how to explain it, but we'll see if it actually works. Now I gotta pause music, pause my mic, and then make sure that you can hear me. Yes, you can. So I should say again that this mic is very sensitive. So it's gonna pick up everything. I'm trying to open up my phone so I can actually literally see comments here. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna shy away from it. Twitch mobile kind of pisses me off. I don't like it. I don't like it. Open chat. At least it does have mod view though, but I can't even see it. I don't know. I have to figure out on my off time how to even work Discord mobile. And also, it's like I mentioned earlier, my AC isn't really working well, so I'm a little more sweaty than usual. My hands are sweaty, and I already have sweaty hands by nature, so I'm not going to be very comfortable with playing. And also, Ali, thank you for requesting it, because earlier today, before the stream, I actually did adjust my mic settings for the instrument, so hopefully it sounds a little bit better. That was my bone popping, if you heard that noise. Let's try, there's this formatted adaptation of a song I'm trying to learn, so I'm going to try playing it for a little bit. Hang on, let's try again. I got so far, but it's based on I played it before. Nuvola Bianche's piano song. It's not very easy to play it with 4 mallets. I'm switching to 2 mallets. But this is one of the first piano songs I've learned in my life. And I would like to figure out how to play it on the marimba as well. What's another song you guys know? Yeah. Alright, that's enough. So, once I figure out how Twitch mobile works, I will be able to actually look at chat. I didn't see the messages being typed. I apologize for that, but here we go. Oh, snappers! I got here at a good time. Mom spaghetti. Where did that even come from? I swear I've heard that before. It's Nuvola Bianche is by Ludovico Einaudi. This is a composer that writes a good amount of music for Hollywood, I think, for some music. Does your chain hang low? Does it wobble to and fro? Yeah. You know, the good song, the good version. But yeah, like once I get the camera set up, it's expected to get here on Thursday. So I'm gonna try and spend Thursday night trying to fix up the camera and making it so that you guys can actually see me play, instead of just taking my word for it that I'm actually playing and not just playing a recording. No, it's actually me. It is a full size. It's 5 octave. Kind of surprised I was able to fit it in my apartment, but it actually does fit. But there is a lot of work to be. I told you to move over here, sir. What are you doing over there? Okay. Sorry, I'm not actually that mad, but it's just funny. Yeah, it is. It's the full size 5 octave. The thing is 100 feet long. It is quite large. For some reason, I just can't enjoy playing music. It's not easy, and there's a lot of practice involved, of course. I should be able to build it now because I have everything, though. I feel like that may happen to people that like play it because they had to versus because they wanted to. I know it was kind of like that for me because when I was younger, I got disinterested in having fun, so I stopped. Yeah, and so a little bit of a backstory was I did take piano lessons when I was younger, like 5th grade younger. I was a kid, and I guess little me didn't want to put in the effort. I don't know why I didn't want to. I think it was because of just I really don't know what it was. Maybe I just wanted to stay home and play games. But looking back, I probably should not have done that. I would have been like so much better at piano if I stuck it out. But it's also not something I'm gonna like really beat myself up over it because I still have other ways of enjoyment, like the marimba. When I got into high school and I started playing that instrument, it easily became like my most favorite instrument of all time. But so a good 4 years was spent in high school actually learning how to play that instrument, and I actually had a ton of fun because it's just a really cool instrument. And I don't mean to brag, but it's also like a coolness factor to it. Like, if you've seen someone play with 4 mallets, it's pretty cool. It looks cool. So yes, there's a little bit of vanity involved. I'm not going to deny it. Um, but then after I graduated high school, I just didn't really play any like I haven't had the chance because so that instrument is quite large and it's pretty expensive. But now that I have a pretty decently paying job, I was able to save the money to get my own. I'm so glad that I did. But he is quite large. What's up, Allie? The sheer speed you can pluck on it. Are you talking about the banjo? I've always wanted a banjo. It'd be fun too. So another, what was I gonna say? Oh, you know what? Allie's gonna get mad that I ripped a hole in the mountain again. Allie, I told you it wasn't gonna last. That composite body guitar with the round back. So there's another. The next instrument that I want to get is a cajon. My pronunciation is weird, but it's spelled like this. It's just pretty much a wooden box you sit on. It's a drum and a snare, like a bass drum and a snare drum at the same time. It's so nice. Allie, I'm totally doing this. I'm giving you an excuse to rejoin the world, to fix my blunder here. And I'm gonna have to do it soon also, because this is now the new tallest multi-block. You don't have Minecraft installed currently. What? Oh yeah, you got a new PC. That's right. That's right. It might be time for me to move the Mega Apiary or just get rid of it. I've been wanting to do this for a while. How about this? I'm not going to. This would be my next project. Let me set up the PCB factory first, get this going. Like beating on the side of your car when it's hot with your arm hanging out the window. I can't do that. Not in this Texas heat. I actually fry. Nuh-uh. No. I'm not one of those people that sticks my hand out of the car. And I don't think I don't understand. Oh, okay, that's fair. Virginia heat is bad, but it's not Texas. This ain't Texas. No, I'm sorry. That's a song, isn't it? You know what? No, I'm not sorry. All right, I guess I'll put the energy hatch right here. Auto taping maintenance hat. Do you really work anywhere? Can I put you in the front? I would like you to be in the front. It doesn't seem like it likes it in the front. So maybe it just is only allowed in the back. I guess I'll just put it up here, though, to hide it. And you know what? I'll plug in the energy hatch on the corner over here. Right there. And then I'll do this like this. And then you guys are all the input outputs. All right, so you need a quadruple input, an output bus, and a input bus. There, and there. I read that as something else, and I did not want to say it out loud. I've never heard of that, though. Ovation. Oh, it's a brand. Oh, I know about these. I've seen these before. I mean, you said it, not me. Sir, why are you not building? Oh yeah, you're gonna be like this, right? What are you talking about? This thing is so picky. How much you want to bet that it doesn't accept? Like it accepts the energy hatch down here, but maybe not the other blocks. I'm gonna put the energy hatch in the corner right here. And then the other stuff, one more level up. Let me see if it builds like this. Hang on, I might be able to right click it. No, it doesn't like it here. It doesn't even like you there. Oh, okay, so it demands. Hint 1 is anything. So let me check here. If I try to do this, try to break all of this. Okay, so it's only allowed on the first two rows. So I think it was the maintenance hatch that was causing problems. So I should be able to do this now. If I put the energy hatch right here, and then I'll just leave a casing, a spacing for it. Output bus, quadruple input hatch, and the input bus right here. And then give this maintenance hatch right over here. Yeah, that's what it was. So it's the maintenance hatch being funny. Okay, so that's built. Sweet. And then you can also move the location of the outer structures if you want. That's what I did. Because by default, it's going to build over here and cover my bacterial vats. By the way, they're still working. They have not stopped at all overnight. 1818. It's been working nonstop. 37 million mutagen now. Pretty nice. Also, let me check how much plutonium that I have. 227,000, so we are building up. So yeah, mutagen is covered. Well, maybe infinity catalyst might be a little tricky. Is it over here though? Do I have it in the drawer wall? I don't. So I'm gonna have to set up a miner for it. I think I'll do that off camera though. I forgot to mention I got 4 xenoxine cultures and 32 tries. I was looking through the trying to figure out how the PCB factory worked, and I was concerned because I thought what this was saying, if I look at the controller GUI, I thought what this is saying enables nanites to construct organic circuitry required for BioWare and wetware boards. I thought this was saying that you can only use nanites to make the BioWare. So, and then I went into a rabbit hole. It's like, wait, does this mean tier 1 doesn't work? So I have to use tier 2? And then I was like, oh, okay, fine. How do I get silver nanites? Oh no. Oh no. Xenoxine. Somewhere down this rabbit hole is xenoxine. And I was like, oh, hell no. I just need the tier 1. I just need it started. It is a little misleading though, because I figured out that you can just use tier 1, but this is already like way better than what we have. Yeah, I agree with you. It can be a little weird sometimes. So I need to push UHV energy into here. What is a good UHV cable? Bedrockium, it looks like. I'm not gonna use infinite. I mean, I do have a lot of. No, thank you. Is bedrockium the UHV cable? I won't, but like, is that bait? Are you trying to get me to blow up my machines? Oh, it's just the permanent wire. Oh, wait. Yeah, because like there's no reasonable reason for me to like use more than 8192 amps on a single cable. There's no point. But like for machines like this, it's probably just a good idea. But you know, you see how much cable that is? Like I would have to get a lot of infinity just for this one machine, and I don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do instead is just make a I'm just gonna stick with bedrockium just for this, the PCB factory, and that's it. I think once I get a better source of circuits going, I'm going to start like improving our laser system because I don't really like how it is. So we'll stick with bedrockium because otherwise UHV stuff is in a HSSS. Oh, this is a UHV cable. All right, I'll probably use HSSS then because it's way we make it way faster than bedrockium, I think. All right, I'll do that. Good catch. And it's like I'm okay with using CPM superconductors, but anything more, it gets kind of expensive. Like the UHV superconductors are, yeah, they're a little pricey. And I don't want to, yeah, no, I don't want to keep doing this. Yeah, no. So yeah, let's just stick with HSSS cables. It's only going to power this one machine anyways. HSSS cable. I think I have enough for, if 64 is enough. Wire mill. Uh-oh. I'm just gonna, yeah, just replace that. I'll complain about it later. HSSS cable. Thank you. Try making one of you. And then we need to push. I just need a UHV dynamo to push into here. Better off just better off just doing infinity if you want a ball. At this point, just do all of this, convert it all into infinity wire, right? Wait, so you're saying I can even just combine, like for example, all of these, I could just plug them into infinity wire and share it with one wire, because that's just how much amps it can cover. So I can actually condense all of this into one wire. Yeah, obviously I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to connect this. It's just an explosion waiting to happen. What is TF? What are you trying to say? Sounds funny. I'm gonna go ahead and connect you over here. You're gonna be the new wireless connector on this side. BTTV info. Oh, it's Trophase. Okay, I see it. I thought I had BTTV installed. Oh no, it's because I'm using the chat overlay on OBS, so I guess it doesn't show everything. But I'm pretty sure if I opened up my actual stream manager, I could see it. It's fine though. Not too concerned about it. Let's get my cables going. That one. That one. Grossly needed UEV output has to share one between 4 vats. Wait, what do you mean? I'm only using... They each have a separate one. Guess what you need for UEV hashes? Here we go. I'm not there yet. UEV output hatch. Oh no. Xenoxine strikes again. Oh, it's one of those catch-22 situations then, right? You need Xenoxine to produce Xenoxine. Is that how you even pronounce it? It sounds cool to me, so I would just say it like that. I don't know. Let's Google it. Ask Senor Google. Xenoxine. What happens if I Google Xenoxine? No, I just get Gregtech New Horizons, Season 2, Episode 288, Xenoxine by Karax82. He has a monopoly on Let's Plays right now, I think. Blocking mode. And then we'll name this PCB factory. I wonder what, like, how they came up with the word Xenoxine. Like, where does that even come from? Let's make another batch of cables just in case, and then I need the diode. Not the diode, dynamo. You're still crafting. Oh, you're almost done. It probably is, right? Like all the... everything like Nakwada is Stargate reference. So let's try connecting this guy. All right, you're coming off of here. How much power is this going to lose? I can do the math right now. I have a stack of wires on me. Probably not. It probably doesn't matter, right? The AI spit out my life story when I searched Xenox in Google. That's funny, though. All right, let's do the math here. How much power am I going to lose? Because this is loss per meter per ampere for EU. I'm going to have 11 or 9 left. So it's 64 minus 9, 55 times 4. We're only losing 220 amps, also known as literally who cares. Based on the provided search results, there doesn't seem to be a specific entity or concept within the Stargate universe referred to as Xenoxine Stargate. However, the term Xenoxine appears in a context related to GT&H. A modded Minecraft playthrough specifically in a video discussing the crafting that uses penicillin and other components. How much you want to bet that that's Karax's video? 180%. All right, let me pause you. And then real quick, give this a dynamo. Where are this? I don't know, actually. I don't really know how AI works. Let me just double check before. Got him. Let me just double check before I blow everything up. This is one UHV dynamo hatch. I should probably upgrade it, honestly. Because Karax is the first. When I searched up Xenoxine, his name was the first one to pop up. I guess it is. You're a UHV energy hatch, and you are UHV cable. I don't know. Weird stuff. And then I connect this. You know you've made it when Google AI references your video. I'd love to get to that point. We were just discussing the wondrous fluid of Xenoxine, which is something I'm going to have to deal with later, but this stuff is atrocious. Because you have to make it in the bacterial vat. Ew. I'm also plugging in our PCB factory. I think this should be good to go now. Oh, I'm in the back rooms. Get out. Oh, shoot. I think we're good now. So if I try to replace recipes, for example, as this one, this is going to be the first one. Immediately, you're getting dumped into here. And then, do they all use circuit 1? Because it depends on what tier I have it on, right? Yeah. So, as long as I can fit enough fluids and items into here. So 4 is already 8 plus. This is already too many items. This is already 16 stacks. It's too many items. Like this. Right there. So if I try to, let me take off the recipe for this guy. Get out of there. No, you're being made in the PCB factory now. And let's just make sure it works before I go breaking the entire system. I mean, it looks promising. And I'm going to change neutronium foil to craft in a stack at a time. It's already crafting a stack at a time. All right, leave it there. Well, I guess you're going to be that much, yeah. It's going to suck trying to craft that much, though, if we ever run out of neutronium. Yeah, this should be fine. Okay, so if I try to craft these guys, go for it. So, iron 3 chloride is not an issue because that's a chemical reactor recipe and that's crazy fast. This is annoying though. Sterilized biocatalyst medium. How do I speed this up? Well, you're not that slow either. You're pretty slow. I guess I just have to dump more power into this thing, right? Is there any way to upgrade the thermic heating device? I guess not. I'm almost at steel. I really wish I could find bookshelf though. Hey, Breathing Bond. The bookshelf, is that for Thumbcraft? Are you trying to get into Thumbcraft? Or I think that's how you get into it. I'm pretty sure you can find bookshelves in the roguelike dungeons upstairs. If not, then I know for sure roguelike dungeons have bookshelves all over the place. Did you break? Chances are it stopped because it's not working because the or generating power. Yeah, that's what it is. Streamer switch time. You know what it is. I don't want to load a bucket to. Oh, for the forestry work table. Did you not work or what? Oh, did you break? Oh, you're just making the fuel. That's what it is. And then just finish everything else instantly. Oh, let's go watch it. It's crafting. It's crafting my boards. Did I not turn on? Uh-oh. Alright, it broke. Let's see here. Oh, I didn't set the circuit. 1. I got scared. I thought it like broke my items and stuff. There it is. Okay. Go, 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 go. You know how long it would have taken for me to make 128 of these boards using this recipe? I would have had to make like 4 of these circuits, I think. Oh man, this is gonna save me so much time. Start spamming all the other circuit boards into here. Pretty much everything in that chemical reactor has gotta go. Like, you get out of here. What are you? No. I guess you don't also need the intermediate crafts, right? Like all of this stuff you don't need. Just watch me like remove everything and then cripple my base. Also died for the first time. Oh, that sucks. 33 human meat. There you go. So, the good thing about human meat, I think you can turn this into minced meat, and minced meat is used in raw growth catalyst. So you can set up a mob farm with yourself if you really wanted to. All right, let's figure out what recipes need to get updated. Like this one, it's really its only use is to make this, but we might need it for the ramps. This doesn't have anything. Okay, that's weird. I guess I'm just going to rely on cripple your whole base. I think that's what we kind of saved ourselves from doing that by making the PCB factory. I know you guys 100% want to watch like my entire base blow up, but that's okay. That's just a thing. I can't blame anybody for that. I'm only gonna be upgrading the boards, but I'll come back to the other things if I need them for whatever reason. So it looks like I can do multiple recipes here, but I'm gonna use benzimidazole and jelly sandwiches to do this because I don't have nanites and I do not have radox or Kevlar. 23? That's a weird number. Anyways. Too much. That's such a weird number. Hey, Cass. I am progressing pretty quickly. We're going to use polybenzimidazole and growth catalyst medium. You're using the weirdest amount of items. That's so weird. Oh, no. Enriched holmium might be a little weird, though. Let me double it. 10 stacks? That should be it. PVC. PTFE, epoxid. No, I'm using polybenzimidazole. So, Precarious, if you're still hanging out here, how the heck does... It's too much items. How does this work? It finished, right? Yeah, they finished. Like this trace. What does this even mean? Set the trace size. Smaller traces allow material savings, but take longer to fabricate. Larger traces waste material, but are fast. Do I even care? Would I have to plan the recipes around that? I didn't think about that. 100 is the fault. So if I don't care about speed and whatever, just to have it run with 100% efficiency, then I don't have to worry about it. I guess there's a... It's this. Slower, but you use less materials. Oh. I don't know the actual math. I just asked someone in chat. I'm gonna leave it at 100, but yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at 100 because it's like you don't have to worry about the ratios. I think there's probably a min max to do this. So it does change the amount of recipes, amount of items you use here. 4. You have to manually input numbers. Oh. Wait, this does good circuit board, not so good because you can't make it in the factory. Fine, I guess so. You're still going to be in the chemical reactor then. As far as I know, 50 is 4 times time, doubles output for the same cost as well. Oh. So good circuit boards cannot be made in the PCB factory. That's good to know. What about you? Elite circuit boards. Yes, you can. It's 12. Yeah, that's fine. Am I really about to make a single block extruder? I mean, that's what I did. Or extractor and solidifier over here, and then I used a compressor and pulverizer. Okay, my argument about making single blocks is that you don't have to worry about maintenance, which means you can save a lot of resources by not crafting the auto taping. That's my argument why I don't do it. Because I didn't want to make multi-blocks for these because they're not going to be running 24/7, and I didn't want to create maintenance hatches for all of this. Yes, but this never runs. Oh, it's personal preference, honestly. Oops, I can't even spell PCB correctly. Right there. All right, you can have a bunch of these. There we go. Mr. Nibbles, what a name. Hello. Thanks for the raid. Hello, everybody. My excuse would be pure unadulterated laziness. That's actually my excuse. No, that under my excuses, that's what it really is. But I just went ahead and I'm gonna give the better excuse of I don't have to worry about maintenance. Hey, I appreciate the follow. Thanks for the raid. How's everyone doing? I hope you had a good stream. What were you playing? I see Cats. Are you Cat's Cozy Game representative? That's a Cat's Cozy Games emote. Hello. Awesome. We're I'm figuring some things out here. I just made the PCB factory, got it set up. So a little bit of a backstory behind this is I'm like all the way out here in UEV, you know, out here crafting the circuits, like crafting these boards the expensive way because they need circuits. It's like a good couple of months not realizing the the PCB factory was a thing, and then we talked about it yesterday, and it's like, wait, this thing's gonna save my life. HV tier at the moment, awesome. It's such a big milestone, and I also talked about that a little bit yesterday, and like UHV versus HV is such a different game. Like I really can't remember like how I felt playing all the way back in HV. I did too. It's probably the most fun because it's well, I wouldn't say the most fun for me. It broke. I cursed it. It's not supposed to say 1616. That was a little bit of a loud it broke. Sorry, but am I gonna deal with it? Nah, I'm not gonna deal with it. I think it corrects itself over time. You know, I'm not gonna deal with it. I'm gonna walk away. I find it hard to believe that it broke one time in the 24 hours you've had that running. I think it corrects itself over time. But yeah, like that part of GT&H, it was kind of fun for me because, you know, pre AE2, I had chest monsters everywhere. I no longer have a chest monster anywhere because it's all crammed inside AE2. But just imagine, I guess I do have chest monsters here, but just imagine stuff like this just all over the place. Just a big mess. It absolutely is gonna linger in my mind because whenever I build the next bacterial vat setup, I'm gonna be questioning why it didn't work over here. But anyways, this should mean that our PCB factory is gonna help us out so much, and I can continue with setting up the rest of the machines. I just had wooden chests. I did not. I was not very efficient. But it's things like that I'm still making these guys manually. Am I ever gonna set up a recipe for this? Probably not. But it's things like that where I'm confident in saying that if I can get to this point, then anyone can, because I'm like a below average player. I'm the kind of player that was just using wooden chests, extremely inefficient, no organization, and I still ended up over here. So if anyone ever feels doubting that they can beat the pack, I'm here. I have no business being at this point of the pack, and I'm somehow here anyways. Yeah, drink some water. It's all mentality also. And that's the hill that I will die on. If you go into the pack thinking, oh, this is the most difficult thing ever, then of course it's going to be difficult. I'm just rambling. It's been pretty fun though. Actually, I've learned so much about it. For example, if I wasn't streaming, I probably would have never figured out the PCB factory, or it would have taken me very long to understand that. Anyway, so I guess the overall thing I'm doing is I'm trying to step away from level maintaining the these fluids because I need a lot of this fluid. I've already did mutagen. I kind of confirmed though that it's not 100% working, but I'm just gonna leave it there honestly, and then we'll come back to it. We'll see what happens whenever it makes 16,000 once it crafts again. I honestly think it's just gonna correct itself. Yeah, the next batch is gonna consume very little. It'll correct itself. I'll come back to this. You gotta just be willing to put the time in. First time I played, my goal was to make it to the moon, and I ended up going all the way. Nice. That's also one of the things that I probably should have done was give myself a goal. The first time I played the pack, I told myself, nah, we're going all the way to the end. I don't care. Of course, did not happen at all, but first playthrough, we went all the way to we craft an energy hatch. First playthrough, we went all the way to late IV. Gonna clear my throat. We went all the way to late IV, basically right before the assembly line, and I was not ready to craft the assembly line. That playthrough kind of died out, and then on the second playthrough, we went late EV, so we actually didn't really make it that as far. But the second playthrough kind of stopped because towards the end, that's when I started streaming. And then I ended up really liking it. So I decided I'm going to restart the playthrough so I can stream the entire thing from the beginning. And this is where we are now. And I'm still going almost a year and a half later. Matter manipulator enjoyer spotted in the chat. This guy is going to need gelatin mixture. I'm making this, right? Yes, I am. So you're going to need a stocking input hatch. Oh, you need... Oh, there's going to be some stuff that we're going to need to upgrade. It's like you, for example. We'll see how much faster this is now that we have better circuit or better board crafting. So it sounds like you're still on 2.7, but you just have the matter manipulator installed. Oh, they're finally upgrading the centrifuge. So all I know about the centrifuge is that it's kind of cringe because how do I say it? It doesn't scale very well, right? Because this is the only centrifuge you have. That's my understanding about that issue. I'm going to use 2 output buses for this. Also, Experimental has the wireless hub. I don't know what that is. See, now I'm going to check because I don't even know what upcoming features. What even is this? I'll check that out. I don't want to spoil myself too much. Oh, so I'd have to do something like this. Like this, right? That'd be pretty helpful. If we just avoid the truth, baby, are you okay to lie with me? I can do it, baby, I can do it. Oh, we have the energy hatch. Energy hatch is ready. You can go right here. And then I need another output bus. Might as well make a whole bunch of you, though. Go for it. This one is going to have 2 output buses because there's 2 outputs. Phosphorus is just going to get auto dumped into storage, but gelatin, I don't want this to. I want this to get stuck here. Yeah. So we're gonna have one filter to phosphorus and then one filter to gelatin. And then you also need the stocking input, which is kind of stuck there. You know, another thing I did say I wanted to do was upgrade my circuit ass lines to higher power, maybe UHV, but I think I'll hold off on that. I think I should be okay. I still use P2P for the earlier setups out here, but the new stuff is still using wireless, but not really. I think I should be fine to do that. Let me get my superconductor CPM wires. It should be enough, actually. Plan my A2 hub around wireless band before I even plan to make it this far. I didn't really have a plan. I have had a total of like 3 different A2 networks. Actually, the first one is still standing, or the second one is still standing. It's still here. Look at him, look at him. I planned for it to be completely surrounded by P2Ps. So this is the one you can use in all 32 channels, P2B. All 32 channels from this controller go into here, into a controller, but I've removed the controller, right, because it's not plugged into anything anymore. But that's what I had. It was actually a min-maxed controller for 32 P2Ps. And I can move those anywhere I wanted. Alright, paint it to that. Stocking input. No, you're not done yet. The circuits are still a little slow, so I should upgrade this, but I think I'll do that maybe next time. I'll probably have 20% of it covered with P2Ps by gate if I make it there. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm gonna like return to P2Ps. I'm probably just gonna be wireless connector spare. This guy can be you. Stocking input is done, and that should be the multi-block now. You still need a muffler. Can't get. Yeah, you're right. Now that I think about it, it's a little inefficient, right? Because this one is taking up two spaces. This isn't even setting up correctly. If I plug any of these wireless connectors, like here or here, then my entire base shuts down. Because that is technically a subnet and a different network, which is going to cause my stuff to explode. You don't want explosions. It's working pretty good. I haven't even used up half of it. There's so much more channel space that I have. I'm really not too worried about it. True. I'm not too worried about it. We'll see how much I could stretch it out. So this guy is going to have the gelatin. You also need a circuit 1 for this. Oh, you're not ready. Again, you're supposed to output phosphorus, and I want you to output gelatin. Now I want the storage bus here and an interface. So this one is going to be storing the gelatin, and the interface is just going to accept all of the phosphorus and then hide it. Don't show up on the interface terminal. It's a little slow though, but yeah, I'll just leave it like this. I've seen a video of the min max controller, and the thing is ridiculous because the only way to actually get in there and set it up, you have to like shrink yourself. They were using the shrinking mod to get inside the little crevices. Oh, you've seen it too? And I think they actually made use of every single thing. Oh, you have shrink potions. There you go. You might be able to do it then. Okay, so this guy is going to be outputting gelatin and phosphorus. Phosphorus just gets sent back to system. I don't care about it. But I'm going to keep running this until it gets stuck with gelatin. But that is gelatin accounted for. And next up, we need another recipe or another machine to do agar. And we keep going. How many channels do I have here? Just going to make sure I have enough channel space. And we have plenty. There's only 8 being used right here. I can actually just hover over it. Not the true min-max controller. Those are asymmetric one. Way worse to build. I gotta say I'm a little inexperienced when it comes to AE2 min-maxing. I kind of just do whatever. I always go with P2P. And then, but this mod pack has made it easy for me to not worry about it and just spam wireless connectors. So I don't really do that anymore. 23, that's like, do you really need that many channels? Yeah, that's one of those like unnecessary things, but people still want to do it anyways. I understand that though. That's funny. I think Ballers were only using 8K by Stargate. So if they're only using 8,000, then we don't have to worry about that much. Because I'm pretty sure they had like a hyper efficiency, and like it's totally not what's going on in this playthrough. Am I out of multi-use casings? No, I got plenty. I guess I just didn't build because I didn't have enough stuff. Okay, that's fine. Maintenance. You need distilled water, so you need a stocking input hatch. You also need a energy hatch. I should probably craft more than one of these, but I'll worry about it later. To be fair, they subnetted everything, so it might be below average. Oh. I hear subnetting is actually pretty efficient because it like reduces lag or something. I remember someone told me about that. I wouldn't know though. I've never been that far out. So we need a maintenance hatch. Put it right there. This recipe is going to be outputting agar, so you're just going to be a normal output bus. Good subnets reduce lag. Bad subnets increase it. So I don't doubt that this subnet here is any good. But it works. That's all I care about. All right, we got some things that are slow here that I should increase. I see you. No, actually, I might just be slow because it's just trying to craft up some things. What reduces lag on larger subnets is filtering the IO. That's what I try to do. I've just made that a habit since the very beginning. Anytime I have a storage bus, if you're talking about that, but like for example right here, anytime I have a storage bus, I just filter. I just been doing that. I don't know if it actually does anything, but that's what I've been doing the whole time. So we're still a little bit slow in crafting stuff. I think it's the circuits that are a little slow. Actually, we can do with upgrading these. Oh, that's how it works. Oh, okay. So it's a good thing that I have been doing that. Component ask line when. I'm gonna bookmark it. Oh, you know what? Let me check my biolab. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Enough petri dishes for the next thing. Just gonna throw them in storage though. Who cares? All right, thank you. I think I have enough. So that's gonna be for this recipe. Gonna upgrade it, of course. This guy is raw biocatalyst medium. I think I'm gonna upgrade it though to use this petri dish, and I think I already have enough. I got plenty, so I don't have to worry about that. And I'm gonna need seaweed also, so I may want to do this too. Should probably get this going. Yeah, I can't do it. I don't have enough. How do I get this? How do you pronounce that? I'm not gonna pronounce that. How do I get this? Miss me with that. So you just need some seaweed. Okay, I can probably do that then. Unknown liquid and that stuff. I'll just let it run. I can just use all of this then. And then petri dish. I'm gonna walk away because you're being loud. And then unknown liquid. I think we just have a pump for this, right? Yeah, we have a pump. Somewhere. I have no idea where that pump is. All right, and then just leave that running. Hopefully we get enough petri dishes to cover that. I'm looking for 4 because we're doing 2x2s like the mutagen over here. I'm not going to look at it. I know it's not working correctly, but that's something I'll figure out off camera. So I'm looking for stocking input, and I'm looking for CPM energy hatch. Right there. One right there. Then we need 1, 2. Gonna need more casings though. Hang on. Multi-use. You have a muffler? Yes, you do. I think you're good to go. Power. Mr. Moneybags over here using ZPM superconductors. You also need a stocking input bus. Oops. Go right there. Sir, face correctly. Oh, you're going to make me so mad. I'm going to mold. Right there. Nah, I'm joking. I don't actually get that mad. And you need distilled water. I think that's it, right? Has problems. No, you don't. There we go. Making agar. Get a storage bus. Now go ahead and put that right here. and then filter it to agar. And there we go. So should be able to take off multiple things. I can take off agar now from the recipes here because we're now passiving it. And what about gelatin? Gelatin was the other thing. Yeah, I can take this off now as well. And then we have agar building up. Yes, we do. So what's going on to the growth catalyst? Can we even craft this? Yeah, we're crafting it right now. All right. Like we do build it up, but it's very slow because we only have one machine. And it also takes, there's like a good amount of delay between crafts because of how we have it set up. Because it relies on volumetric flasks. But I'm trying to get them all passive over here. Check it out. Precarious. It corrected itself over time. I didn't even touch it. Yeah, it's back to perfect. 1818. Look at that. Each of them. All right. Which tells me, you know what? Don't worry about it. Yes. Well. No. I'm confused. How the heck did it make 18,018? I guess we'll watch it. How much is it gonna make? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I even worked so hard on this little setup. I think I made it overcomplicated. I'll probably come back to this and fix it. Like, what is it gonna do when it recrafts? $18.18. What the heck? That's so weird though, because if you do 13,640 plus 18,018, that's 31,658. Which makes no sense to me because that's not quite half. So maybe it's something to do with the calculation that keeps it 13,640. I actually don't understand, but we saw it. 1818 is the perfect amount. So it's probably like, maybe it just consumes more. What if it's a problem that I'm giving it too much water? Is that a thing with these bacterial vats? Is there too much water in here that it messes up the recipe? I don't know. Now the important question, will I set something like this for the next, for the other guys? I don't think so. I think I want to go simpler. So I'm going to figure it out off camera again and make it easier because I don't want to do that. But for some reason, I guess it works. I don't get it, but it works. I'm not going to question it. You're stocked up with agar. Yes, you are. So I think what I'll do next is just prepare for the next group of bacterial vats. So we need bacterial vats. We got 4. I'm going to give them UV energy hatches. You're also going to want... No, look at that. I already did everything already. I won't be setting this up right now, though, because I think I want to spend a little bit of time off camera figuring out a better way of doing this. Because this is pretty fun and all, but it's a little cumbersome. I think that's the right word for it. So one thing I do want to look into are the mirrors. Because I learned about these last episode also. Why do you even need a circuit? It's just a piece of pipe. But I don't think I'll be able to do this right now, though. This does take a while. 300 seconds. Yeah, no, I don't want to do this. That's fine. We already have it set up, so don't worry about it. But what I would like to do is start expanding our laser network. Because right now we have... and pretty much what I was thinking is having all of my transformers attached to the same laser sources so that I can have everything on the same level. Because what happens here is that we have this coming off of the capacitor bank at 16,384 amps per tick. But once it gets to this guy, it no longer is the UV ones. So what I would like to do is set up every single transformer here with the same lasers, so that it's just easier for me to do the math. And if I see power failure somewhere, then that just means the fault is where we're generating power, not where we're consuming, because I don't think there's any way for us to reasonably consume 16,000 UV amps. So we need 1, 2, 3. There's 3 transformers, and I'm going to give them 3 of those. So we want laser source. We'll do 4, because I do want to spread out of this guy too, to move on to this one. Every time I build a new row of machines, I'm going to add another transformer. So let's do 4. This is going to be an overnight craft. I'm pretty much ready to call it a night, though. It's getting a little late. What are you talking about? You're out of phosphorus. All right. Then laser source. What was that crafting? Laser source. No, we want the laser target. 4 of you. There we go. I highly doubt this is going to finish in time, but I think this is a good time for me to call it a night. Yeah, we'll leave it here. I'll leave this going. And another thing, so objectives for next time is set up the bacterial vat to get more of these 2 fluids. I only focus on 1 for now, and then maybe upgrade our transformers to use more power. That'll be good as well. And then maybe start looking into a better source of americium, because we're always running out of this stuff. We never have enough. Just now I consumed all of it, I think. The same thing with neutronium. This stuff's going to take a while, but that's okay, because next plant stream will be Friday night. Because I got to work on Wednesday, unfortunately. So I can't stay up so late on tomorrow. So I can't really stream. So we'll go back to the normal schedule starting now, I guess. Coming back on Friday night. And I guess since we have a good amount of people joining, let's play some marimba before I head out. And then I'll just end it there. I think it'd be pretty fun, right? Because I feel the itch to play a little bit. Just some more. Maybe get a noise complaint in the middle of the night, because it is almost midnight. Watch me now. I'm finishing. How do I look at chat? I'm still trying to figure out how Twitch works. Oh, look at that. I can open it. Okay. We'll play a couple of instruments here. So let's open this. My rubber band ball. Yes, I have a rubber band ball. Pause music. Mute my mic. And then unmute the instrument. So, I just wanted to introduce a little bit to the people who have joined recently. I'm working on getting a camera so you guys can actually see me. But let me make sure you can actually hear me because I don't have a good monitoring for this. Let me just. Can I hear that? Yeah, you can. So, for the people who are not aware, I am growing a rubber band ball. I also play instruments, a variety of them. My favorite one is the marimba, or marimba, because that's just the weird way to pronounce it. The giant wooden instrument in the shape of a keyboard, and you play it with mallets. And I'm working on getting cameras for this. It's expected to get here on Thursday, so I'll be setting up on Thursday, and then hopefully on Friday I can actually show you guys me playing the various instruments that I have. By far, my most favorite instrument. And just sometimes I feel like playing it. It's mostly whenever I'm waiting for stuff, right? But I don't know. I just thought I'd share a little bit, especially for the newer people that have joined, because it did get rated, and I appreciate the raid. But some people may not actually be aware of what I do. It's not just Minecraft. I'm trying to make it a mix of music, Minecraft, and the rubber band ball. The only place you're gonna find all three of them together. Yes. Just a sneak peek. Okay, anyways, I think I'm back on the normal mic. I really hope all of that came out because I feel like that was a good speech. Okay, anyways, this is where I'm going to leave it for tonight. I will be playing again on Friday night. And we'll continue with the progression because the grind never actually stops. We keep going. Let's see who else is playing some GTNH and we'll say hello. One day I'll get better at improv. It takes a lot of practice. Let's see. We'll say hello to Evangel. It's been a while since I've said hello to Evangel. We'll do that. Okay. For now, have a good night, everybody. I thank you for your time and support, and I hope to see you again on Friday night. See ya. Have a good night. Bye-bye.